Hey, so today I want to talk about media types, specifically about rich and lean media types. Whenever I work with clients, I find the communication is usually one of the biggest issues in one form or the other. And one underlying topic that comes up again and again and again is the question of what type of channel, what type of communication means do I use for which kind of goal or for which kind of interaction, right? And I find the concept of lean versus rich media really, really good. The idea is lean media is media that can only transport a very limited variety of data types, allows for no direct feedback, and rich media, on the other hand, carries a lot of different, information signals, allows for direct feedback. So basically, you have a written report on one end of the scale, and a face-to-face conversation in real life on the other hand of the scale. One being very lean, the other one being very rich. And now the question is, what do I use when? And you can screw it up in both directions. Where if you over communicate in a rich media format, very simple things, you just bore people out, right? There's no point in going over a very, very simple report in an hour-long meeting. On the other hand, if you communicate about ambiguous things, about things that are difficult to understand, about things that might require your partner to ask questions for understanding, if you use lean media types of that, for example, just sending an email or Slack message for anything that might be ambiguous or critical, then this is too lean. Right? It doesn't allow for direct feedback. People can't make sure, and you can't make sure that they understood you right. So basically, you have to play the whole spectrum of communication channels. And the most common things we see is either too many meetings, too much rich communication for dull and unambiguous and simple topics, or usually it's an end. Too many Slack messages, even for critical or complex stuff, right? So try to find your way on that scale. Something we find is a very quick fix for the medium range would be recorded videos, something like Loom, which I'm using for recording this video right now. This can help, but basically for whatever you're trying to communicate, think about whether it's easy to be understood, if people might be necessary to ask questions, if it's a critical and discussion-worthy topic, and if so, an email is not the right channel, Slack message is not the right channel. Rather use face-to-face tools. And this is also one of the reasons why we suggest always to have a lean but consistent meeting structure. Have a team meeting in place to store stuff that you would have otherwise sent as an email, and then communicate it face-to-face in an email, like in the meeting, right? Just write it down for yourself. Have your backlog of topics you want to discuss in the meeting, and then do that face-to-face, give people the chance to ask questions, etc., etc. So choose the right media type. There's a blog post also in our blog about that, choosing the right media type. So I think it's a really, really important concept, and also will allow you to be much more effective in your communication, and also in all efforts of your business: strategy, execution, people management, process design, and so on and so forth. Cool. Thanks. Hope you tune in next time. Bye-bye.